O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Welcome back in to the second episode of the San Jose Sharks rebuild. I just wrapped up the first episode of the first season. That was my first video, and it wasn't very efficient. The editing took way too fucking long. I was in like a good state with it. The problem was I talked way too much, and I let it record for way too long in my. Like, if you watch the first episode, you can see, like, there's just random parts of it where I have, like, it's sped up, and because I'm doing stuff and I'm not talking, so there wasn't, like, a lot of good content, per se, you could pull from that. So now I have a better attack plan and how I'm going to try to get through 2 seasons right now in the sim. If I make the playoffs, I'll hop in, and that might set it back a little bit. But my goal is to get to the 2026-2027 season in this episode, just to be a little bit more proficient. Might split it up into 2 depending on how much I yap or how much I have, and then obviously, like I said, if I get into playoffs. But it's just I need to be a little bit more efficient. But getting into it, at the end of last episode, I signed Marc-Andre Fleury to a 1-year deal because I completely forgot to get a goalie. Efficient might be the word of the episode. I cannot lie. It's going to be an efficient episode, and my mic wasn't in a very efficient spot just now. But I also did just sign Jack Johnson, and one of the big goals I'm going to have is the cap. In managing this fuckery, because I have $37 million in cap space. That's a lot of cap space. And I do have a couple guys that do need to sign 2 extensions. But something I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to browse the trading block. As this thing says, browse the trading block. But I'm going to look at this, and then I might just bring in a couple of random guys to fill out that cap. As well as the extensions I'm planning on signing. But I do need money for Celebrini and Smith because they're both going to want big fucking tickets when they're up for their extension. So I do have to keep that in mind for the off season coming up because they will both be up for their extensions, I think. I don't know, though. But I'm going to go look at the trade block, and then make a decision from there on what the fuck I'm gonna do. All right, so after a little bit of research, I've decided that for some reason I want to bring in Brian Rust. I don't know why. I really have no idea why I want to bring him in. This might be such a stupid decision, but it gets me closer to the floor of the cap, and it brings in experience to the group, leadership, and he's the only guy I can really find out of everyone on the trade, I need to stop saying fucking trading block. Out of everybody on the trade block from across the league that I can find that fits on any of my lines with the coaching team. I'm going to try this. It's probably going to get rejected. If not, I'm going to throw in a third. If not, I might move to a second. But we'll see. This could be a really dumb trade. Let's see. All right, so we need to throw in a pick here. Most likely, the Florida Panthers 4th round pick can get this done. This is the correct move. There we go. Now we send him down. Hopefully he goes back to the OHL. I think he's in the OHL for a year and develops there. I'd much rather that than him just probably getting fucking killed in the AHL. Now I gotta. Do I stick him on the same line as Kovalenko? All right, I have an idea. I will be back when I finish with my idea for the forward lines here. Playoffs. That's not in the plan. No, I'm fucking kidding. I saw this promises. This rebuild has gone from being like leading the tank for 2 straight years to now pushing for a playoff spot. Because if you watch the first episode again, we were 500 at the trade deadline, and then we fell off a bit. And with like 10 games left, we were still in the hunt for a playoff spot. Like obviously the roster was a little bit better, but this is definitely a good step, because then if it goes south, we have all these guys we can just fucking start throwing to other teams immediately, and then eating contracts and then tanking. So I've set myself up in a way where if I succeed, I go to the playoffs. If I fail and I don't do that, I have a way out of all these guys I brought in. Now, I still got to figure out the defense, because I do have that third pair. I think it's Thrun, which is the issue, which I need to take care of that right now. Also, Jack Johnson can't join because I have too many people on my team again, which, fuck, I need to figure this out. Fuck. All right, so I finally figured it out. It was Thrun. I was correct on that. But now, okay, so we're just going to do it. So, first line, we got Eklund on the left, Celebrini down the middle, Toffoli on the right. I'm expecting big things out of this line, as especially Eklund, because you're about to see in a couple of seconds. I'm about to give this guy a lot of money to be a San Jose Shark for a very long time, based on his progression. That is our first line. Our second line is not exactly what I had in mind when I brought Brandon Saad in, but he's on the left. Will Smith, the reigning Calder Trophy winner, as the best rookie in the NHL last year. He's up the middle. And we got Nikolai Kovalenko, who I was genuinely surprised with this play last year. He was top 10 in rookie points. Just overall, I was very, very surprised by his play and his stats. And then we have a very, very, very veteran third line here, which is a line I'm very excited about, which is Brian Rust, Alex Wennberg up the middle, Rust on the left, and then Kyle Palmieri on the right. This line is, if we are going to make a playoff run, this line is going to be a big key to whatever success we have in the playoff. And then probably I'm just going to call it the kid line, is Bordlow on the left, Schmalz up the middle, and Kasper Halatunen on the right. He had a really good year, progression and development wise, but I'm very excited about that line as well, having some success. And then defense, we got Mario Ferraro, and then the big was it this off? Yeah, it was during free agency. Rasmus Anderson, we acquired him, and then we have Timothy Lindgren and Shakir Mukhamadullin, who I'm very excited for as well. And then we have Jack Thompson and Vincent Desharnais. And our scratches are Daniel Gushchin, Noah Gregor, and Henry Thurin. And then our goalies are Yaroslav Askarov, and still doing it, Marc-Andre Fleury, the backup. No, this isn't real life. He isn't done yet. He's still got one more, and he's doing it in San Jose of all fucking places. He's finishing his career in the shithole of the San Jose, San Francisco Bay Area. Unbelievable. We have a pretty solid team. I expect this team to be better than last year's team, obviously, and to be a little bit more competitive. But like I said, I do have a fail-safe if things start to go south with the contracts and the extensions I'm about to hand out to some players that I'm going to show off once I get them done. This is most likely the contract that we're going to give him, because if I do this, like, he wants fucking $14 million, and I'm not ready to do that. So we're going to do a bridge, in air quotes. If I had a camera, you'd be able to see me doing air quotes with my left hand right now. A bridge deal for him. He's probably going to accept this on the spot. So we're going to see it right now.
Nope.
That's not good. He obviously said he's not interested in an extension, but I mean, if we do the math on that, hold on, this is math with the cheese tiger. So 11 times 5 is 55. And then we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 2.5. So $57.5 million. It's a lot of money to say no to. It's a lot of money to say no to. I will cut back in if there's another extension that I have that is going to be accepted on the spot, or is going to be like an Eklund one where it's too much money for him to say no. I'm currently right now, I've been staring at the screen for like a minute. I am debating this. He doesn't want an extension. And his potential is only top 4. So that's what I'm a little concerned about here is the potential problem. But we're so early on in the off season that I genuinely think it'll be fine to not get that deal. And then I also looked at Ferraro. He wanted fucking like $6 million for a year, and then it just went up and up. So no on that front. And I'm gonna just now advance days here until hopefully Eklund gives me a response in the coming days here. Okay, here we go. So we have him now. That's a big one. We got that one done. And that's not going to fuck me over because we also have all that cap. Okay, so we ended up being... The cap thing worked out. I'm no fucking like Puckpedia nerd, all this shit. I couldn't even do Armchair GM back in the day on... what was that? Cap Friendly. Like, I was fucking awful with that. I'm not good at it in this game. I just fucking throw out money like I'm fucking... Oprah, you get an $8 million deal. You get an $8 million deal. You get an 8x8. You get an 8. That's how I do it. It's just any young guy I see with half decent potential, I either give them a 5x5 or a fucking bridge deal. Like they used to do back in the day before they would just pay these guys up front. Like all those guys like that. That's how I do it. Or I give you a 5x5.5 or I give you an 8x8.05. So here at the regular season, game 1 against in-state rival, I literally just thought Askarov got hurt because I saw an A really quickly. I almost just shit my pants. I'm like, did he fall off his fucking bike or did he get like shanked by some homeless guy who was eating his poop on the sidewalk walking into the Shark Tank like or something? Because the Bay Area is a shit show for that shit with the fucking homeless. So hopefully we have none of that here in this season. Like I said in the beginning, efficient is the word of the episode. Efficient. That is the word of this episode. Start of the season here. I'm just going to sit in the first game here. So the first 2 right here. So we can all see this together. How the season's going to start. And then from there, I'm going to do every 2 months. Do a periodic check-in. And then when it gets down, if we're making the playoffs towards the end of the season, like after the deadline, I'll probably might go game by game, but not after the deadline. After April 1st, go game by game if it's like close or whatnot. But I'm gonna go every 2 months, and then that's probably what I'm gonna do, just every 2 months, and then I'll do little quick brief check-ins and be efficient. At the first 2 games here, we got the Kings at home. See how this goes. Not a good start. I guess Bordelot had all of our fucking points. But, all right, here we go. Game 2. And then after this, I could have used that about a month ago. After this, it's just, I'm going to go month by month here. Get a win. We are not going to stop going game by game until we get a win now. That's a new challenge here. This is going to fuck with me. I wish it just said Barracuda. That's the one thing I hope EA fixes next year. Because I am dumb, and I'm going to forget who's on my team. Because I have a lot of guys who have really weird names and a lot of European names. So they all look the same to me mentally because I am stupid and an idiot. Can we get a win? That guy's in the AHL. He was on my team last year, though. Oh, no. Here we go. That is the scheduling in this game gets weird. But, oh, my God, that is really weird. All right. 2 games at Utah. Here we go. We got to win. And I know now everyone's going to be really interested how the team's going to respond on a back-to-back in Utah then staying in Utah, and then playing again versus Utah a day later after a day off. So let's see how the team responds here. I'm going to assume that's my AHL team. We win. Now we have a day off in Utah. Beautiful Salt Lake. Hopefully we didn't do any soaking. Hopefully no one went near BYU. Or Utah. Well, the University of Utah. This was for... Actually, it is football season, so they might have. But if they had a game on a Thursday, which could have been true in this reality. Whoa! Hold on. I'm going to have to rewind that. I just had this whole speech about no soaking. And what happens? Rasmus Andersson pulls his groin. Unbelievable logic of injury this game has. That is the most realistic thing I've ever seen in this game. Unbelievable. Rasmus Andersson, you're a dog. Also, for anyone wondering or who did care about the Utah saga we just had here, we did win both games. But we didn't get out unscathed as Rasmus Andersson fell victim to a pulled groin through soaking activities, allegedly, according to insider Elliot Freeman, in a downtown Salt Lake motel. I have no idea where this is going. I'm completely off the rails. I'm just, you know what? October, I will see you guys in December 1st. Our hero has returned. Rasmus Andersson is back in the lineup. Something I just found out here, this is pretty interesting, so with a little segment here, is that, so Mario Ferraro was coming back from injury. So I was going to move Shakir up to the first pair with Rasmus, right? Earlier it was -4. Now it's -2. I have a theory that Henry Thrun somehow fucked Timothy Liljegren's girlfriend or wife, or possibly his sister. So there could be some internal beef on this team. So that's another storyline we got here. We have Super Soaker Rasmus, and we have a possible love triangle between two of our defensemen. So there's a lot of storylines developing here. One might say that there was a song to fit this moment. All right, so this is not how I won this season to go. We are currently sitting 5th in the Pacific, 15, 16, and 4. I remember how last episode I said, the coach, he's doing a great job. I'm about to fire his ass because seemingly the entire team hates the way he coaches from the feedback I have seen across the lineup. So I think what we need to do to wake up the team is to fire... Sorry to Ryan if you ever watched this video. What the fuck happened to your forehead? But sorry to him. You're getting canned. But first we're going to interview the guy. Because we have some crazy storylines. So we need to know if he's going to be on board here. Because we just fired our coach on New Year's Eve. Well, he's probably at a New Year's Eve party. My game is currently frozen. I guess this is karma for firing my coach on New Year's Eve. Fuck! We're now in a worse spot. We're 7th in the Atlantic because one of the wins I had got taken away because my fucking game crashed. So, still, Ryan, goodbye. Hello, goodbye, good night, fuck you, goodbye. If you ever watched the video, appreciate the support. Damn, what is that cut? Holy shit. I would promote one of these guys with them, but... we're kind of in a win now situation, and I don't want to go pay Rick Tocchet all that money. So we're going to go after a generalist here in Platt, and we're not going to interview him because last time we tried to interview him, my game crashed. Advanced a couple days here together, and then once I hired my coach, nope. You stupid bitch. How do you reject my market? We're in the fucking Bay Area. We're in the Bay Area. Sorry, my TV's going in the background. If that got picked up. Yeah. But we're in the fucking Bay Area, dude. What do you mean? The market isn't big enough for my liking. Fuck it. I have enough cap space to pay him off. I have more than enough cap space to pay him off. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe Hughes wins the game. I don't know. He's gonna injure himself again. Fucking, like, I don't know what this is now just turned into a fucking circus. This franchise mode. He somehow now is an 85 overall. He got hurt and he was an 83, but now, like, did he go to fucking, like, Cuba and get stem cells? Like, what did he do? Okay, this is just getting, let's just see what our interim can do here. All right. I'll give him a 3-game trial here. All right, he's 1-1. Can he make it 1-1-1? Fuck off. All right. Like, all right, this coaching fucking thing right now is gonna be a pain in the dick. I'm gonna offer him more money. I'll offer him more money. I don't care. I don't give a shit. You can't say, if you say no to that and your asking price is $1 million below that, and you say no, lick my gooch. There we go. Here we go. Now we have our coach. Here we go. First game with new coach. Loss. Win. All right. Let's see how far this goes. I'll update the whole thing in a second. I'm going completely off the rails. I am completely off the rails of how this efficient and structured program was supposed to go today. All right. We are now on a winning streak. This is a winning streak. I don't know if we know what those are called in San Jose. It's been a long time. And then we lose to the Leafs. Obviously, the Leafs are a very good team. I'm going to do this game, put Wenberg back in the lineup, and then I'm going to update a little bit here. All right. I think the problem was the coach. I'm not going to lie. I think the problem was the coach. All right. So, obviously, I'll show off the development here. But we got our leader in points. Toffoli's got 39 in 20 in 38. All right, I can't do math, but he has a lot of points, and he's just under a point per game. Rasmus Anderson's got 22. Toffoli's leading us in goals. Eklund, 26 assists with that big extension, and then Casper, the friendly ghost, has 13. I think Casper, the friendly ghost, just possessed me. Like, I literally just couldn't speak for like 5 seconds there. But he has 13 points. He's leading us in rookie points. And Askarov has 16 of our 18 wins. So, shout out to Marc-Andre Fleury for being really bad on your farewell tour. But now I'm gonna quickly, and then we got ourselves sitting now 4th in the Pacific. So Tyler Toffoli, he's got 39 points, 14 tucks, 44 games. Celebrini, 13 tucks, 36 points, 44 games. William Eklund, probably our best player right now. He is +4, 10 tucks, 42 games, 36 points, or 42 games though. And then so on and so on. Everyone seemingly is producing well. Kovalenko having a good year again. Really like this kid. And then obviously if you look at our goalies, it's a bit of a, you might want to look away here. Fleury, 3 wins in 11 games. The stats aren't terrible. I just think it was the team in front of them. Team stats. We are 28th in goals per game, so we need goal scoring. Goals against per game, we're 24th, so we need better defense. We need better defense. Our power play is 12%, and our penalty kill is 79%, and we're in the bottom portion of the league in every of these statistical categories. So I'm going to continue simming. I'm going to check in March 1st, or deadline day is when I'm going to check in. And then, not check in. Fuck, I need to stop saying that. We're not checking into a hotel here. I'm going to update sample size of this coach. Maybe he's coming in and change the team around. But I'm probably going to have to go fix the power play, which is what I'm going to go do, and then I'm going to get back to advancing throughout the season. And I will be back at the trade deadline. So we're at the deadline, and I'm at my fail-safe spot where we're 4 games back. I mean, we have 4. The Kraken and the Predators have 4 games in hand on us. We're only 2 points back. This is going to be an in-the-moment decision of, am I about to blow this the fuck up and trade Wenberg, trade Saad, trade, keeping Toffoli, trade Saad, trade Palmieri, and then call up the farm? Or do I just try to stay the course with this veteran team and maybe turn it around a bit? Like, if we get close, I'll sim a little bit, jump in here and there. But I need to look. We have the money. So this is going to be an extremely in-the-moment decision here. I'm going to say a buyer just so we can get offers thrown at us. But this is an extremely in-the-fucking-moment decision here. Like, we got to shoot your elbow. I think I'm just going to stick with this team. I'm gonna go through the trading block. Like, I need to stop. You know what? Just because I said trading block, I'm about to get out of this. So, at the deadline, currently, I don't really give a fuck, to be totally honest. There wasn't anything there that I wanted. But what I was going to say, though, power play has not gotten any better. Penalty kill has not gotten any better. We have been scoring a bit more, though. That's one thing that has gotten better. We're still 5th. Like I said, that little Celebrini, she got 22 tucks. Eklund is playing great. Casper Friendly Ghost. Rasmus Anderson as well. There isn't much more I can do here. I genuinely think I'm just going to see what happens, because worst comes to worst. The free agent class coming up is way better. The talent in our AHL team and our farm teams will be way better. And I think, this is my opinion, if I just stay how it is, best case, we make the playoffs, the wild card team. Worst case, we fall out, we go into the McKenna sweepstakes, and then we try our absolute best to get the first overall pick, regardless if it's through lottery or trade. I think that's what I'm going to do here. And yeah, that's the plan. That's just my plan here. And we'll see how the rest of the season goes. I don't think it's going to go great, but we will see. All right. Okay, so this season's over. Like, we came out of the deadline, and I think we had a 5, like anywhere between a 4, 5, 6 game winning streak, right? I literally think we've lost 10 in a row now. And the season's now gone from good to... So now, I mean, the funny thing is, too, we're not out of it. Like, this is a 3-way tie for fucking 5th place in the Pacific right now. And then we're not that far behind. But I think the way it is right now, shout out to Askarov and the defense and Fleury and the lack of team scoring here, as I have made the executive decision here. I'm packing it in. I'm going to best lines everything. I don't really give a fuck anymore for this season, because this has been such a bad year for what I thought would be a good year. And it low-key has annoyed me that it has turned out like this. As we drop another game and this guy just continues to get hurt. I've had about 35 pop-ups in the last 10 minutes with him. So, yeah, like, I mean, same with Lucas Carlson, too. He's been getting hurt all fucking year. I mean, we're not getting in the playoffs. We had a good little push after the deadline, after I was like, yeah, gave that rah-rah speech like fucking Herb Brooks in the locker room before they went out and played the Soviets. But, yeah, ever since that, we've just been... So, this is what I thought last year was going to be like, and it ended up not being like that. So, I guess I just took the Blackhawks route. I just signed a bunch of old guys to really bad contracts that I'm not going to be able to get off of until the off season. and I could have gotten off in a couple of them. But yeah, we end the season at a beautiful 31, 44, and 7. If I had to take a guess, we finished, dead last in the Pacific. We're at the bottom of the Pacific. Not at the bottom of the... Thank God it's not the bottom of the Atlantic with the Titanic, but there's still a lot of ships at the bottom of the Pacific. So, we end the year... No bueno. Eklund led us in points, which... I'll take that after just giving the guy fucking $11.5 million per year for the next 5 years. But him and Celebrini were tied. Foley was hurt a lot. Will Smith did have a bit of a drop off, but the whole team sucked. I got what I paid for with Palmieri. Rust really disappointed me. I thought he was going to be a lot better than that. And then Rasmus Anderson, I think Brandon Saad, minus 32 is pretty fucking crazy. But as a team, this was really bad. And our goalies were also really bad. So, this team was not very good. And now is the time of year that I'm excited for. I'm about to send to the draft here. We can't fuck this draft up. May the ping pong ball gods be with us on this one. Somehow the Islanders won the Stanley Cup. That's extremely unrealistic. But shout out to them and Lou Lamoriello, I guess, for somehow getting it done. We got the first overall pick. We did it. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. The tank, pain, and misery of this up and down season was absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. Shout out to the ping pong ball gods. New Jersey did some fuckery again. They're in their fucking New Jersey Devil magic. But oh my God. I'm not even conducting draft interviews. I don't give a shit. I know who I'm taking. Like, the second this came out, I'm on the clock. And I know who I'm taking. Washington is on the clock right now. Because I know exactly who I'm fucking taking. I'm just going to go look at the draft class, though, to make sure that he still is the guy. Yeah. Like, let's fucking go. Ovechkin's a coach now? What the fuck? Is anybody? I don't give a fuck. All right. We did have I do like our coach, though. Our new coach, I do like him. I don't even need to do interviews. I know who's going. I know who I'm taking. I know who I'm taking. This is going to be the quickest first-round pick in the history of first-round picks here. Yeah, this is really, really, yeah. I'm now going to send to pick 30. And we're gonna take a little bit of time here. I haven't seen this in a while. We're taking the gem. All right, let's send to pick 63 here. All right. I need a offensive defenseman. This guy is allegedly an offensive defenseman. We're going to take him here in the second round. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I need Dickinson to get here soon. Another offensive defense. I'm just going to take him. 4th round pick, 67 overall. You know what? We're just going to take him. We're going to take him. And that'll about do it for the draft. I would say that's an A+ draft right there from us. From Gustafson and McKenna alone, but then Gustafson. I can't believe we got him. All right, so Shakir, this contract, I love it. There we go. I didn't even offer it. It was just the one that it told me to do. Unfortunately, Wemberg, I do have to release you. Because also you too, Liljegren. I don't like you either. The man, the myth. Welcome to San Jose. Our savior has arrived. Let's qualify him. I'm also going to qualify him. Vincent Desharnais, I'm going to release you. I'm also going to qualify him as well. And then goalies Fleury, you played like shit. How'd he do last year? Where'd he play? Ugh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm going to look at the rest of this roster here. And then, yeah, why not? We have a lot of cap. We don't have that much cap space now because the extension kicked in. I'm not balling on a budget anymore. You get injured too much, and I'll sign both these guys. But, fuck, I forgot about that. I'm no longer balling on this fucking $25 million budget. Yeah, I know. My entire AHL staff's out. The entire fucking staff. But, so we made it. We're at free agency. But first and foremost, we have to do two things that I am dreading, but we have to do them. We have to do them now. The Macklin Celebrini extension and potentially Will Smith. Like, that's a fair fucking deal right there. There we go. The one extension I needed to get done was that. So that's huge that we got that done. Hopefully I don't look like an idiot with that contract. Thank God Quentin Musty's ready to fucking come up here and light it up. The Fresh Prince of San Jose is only asking for that much money. I'm gonna do this deal here. We do need a boost to goal scoring though, so you know what? Well, Velarde, how many did he have? How many did Velarde have? He had how many did Lane have? You know what? 35. You know, the cap is only going to go up. There's that. 35 tucks. We need goal scoring. And I can put him on a line with Smith. So, I'm sending this contract through. Send the offer. We're sending the offer. But I am dumb. Because I do remember my other thing. I got to move off all these other guys. Fucking Sam Dickinson, man. Not that against it. Palmieri. Fortunately, you're going to have to move up, you buddy. Let's need a Dallas. So there's some money there I get. How's Teddy Stiga in this one? If Teddy Stiga is decent in this, because I know because the last roster he has before he has really big takeoff. So, but I do like the idea of Teddy Stiga in this game. And there we go. We move off another guy. Why not? It's not going to hurt us. Give me Cole Spicer. Are there any other really bad contracts you're going to move off of? No. Other than that, we're good. So, definitely need to boost that defense, though. That's a big one. Where, if I'm looking at our D-core, it's not very pretty. And then this is... So, defense, through trade and free agency is something that needs to be addressed. And I'm going to go look through trade right now as I keep calling it the fucking trading block. So I will be right back in 1 second. All right, so I figured I'm just going to get Dante Fabro for a year. See what he can do. He fits on the third pair. So we're going to see if it's just a good old fucking third rounder in 2 years can get it done. Nope. But about a fourth from this year, from this upcoming draft. All right, there we go. That's fair trade. So there we go. We did that. We bolstered. I don't know if I wouldn't say bolstered, but we definitely got some improvement there. Bouchard is the top defenseman here, but if I'm being real, I'm not about to pay this guy fucking $13 million fucking dollars. Like, who the fuck do you think you are, Evan Bouchard? I love how I'm chirping Bouchard, but I actually seriously thinking about signing him. Like it's a consideration, but in all seriousness, I think the deal to go with here is Ekholm for 2 years because it makes the most sense. I need another defenseman. I just got a right shot, so I think this right here makes the most sense. Morgan Geekie loves to score with playmakers around him, though. So, worst case scenario, you know what? Let me try to get Velarde, and then if that fails, I'm just gonna sign Ding Dong Geeky to some form of a deal. But if Velarde fits into the system here, um, I'm definitely gonna go after him just because it would make the most sense. Yeah, no, Mm-mm-mm-mm. No siree. What would it? I don't have the thing to sign the offer sheet, and Winnipeg will match it. So there's really no fucking point. So Morgan Geeky, it is at the end of the day. Was he fit in the system? Watch him not fit in our system. Okay, there we go. He fits on forward line one. I'll give him a 4-year deal. No, actually, fuck that. 3-year deal. 6, yeah. And then my centers are the big two, and then that other guy and somebody else. Yeah, now I'm just kind of looking for like some under the radar maybe pickups here, like Texier. Would be would he fit in our system? Forward line two, all power play. You know what? Pick him up. Pick him up. He'll probably sign. Yep. All right. I like what we potentially have. I hope everyone accepts the deals, but we'll see. We didn't get a single one of them. Are you shitting me? We didn't get a single fucking free agent. Well, at least Will Smith took his extension. We didn't get a single fucking free agent. Are you shitting me? We didn't get one. One. We didn't get one. So now, if he's still there, I think we have to dish out all that money to him at this point because he went down on his number. So, actually, hold on. Let me see if he actually even fits into our system as well. Because, okay. Morgan Geeky. To a 1-year deal. I gave him 3. I gave him like 4 years and fucking way more money. Are you shitting me? All right. Yeah, that's the fucking plan now is to go figure that out. Fuck. I'm so annoyed right now. Fuck. This is not going the way I intended it to. Right now, this is a terrible offseason. I do have Gavin McKenna though. That's cool.